Hello, this is Ozan Reports Football. This is my 2026 FIFA World Cup final prediction between Spain and France. So I want to just lead up with both sides and like my kind of like monologue with for both sides. So starting off with Spain. Spain, they started off this World Cup by a surprising 0-0 draw against Cabo Verde. If they do win this World Cup final, and you could compare it to how Argentina lost 2-1 against Saudi Arabia in their opening game in the last World Cup in 2022. And I also believe the last time Spain won their World Cup in 2010, they lost against Switzerland in the first game in the 2010 World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Luis de la Fuente has really done a really like a great hire from the Spanish Federation, where maybe no one knew too much about him, but kind of like Lina Scaloni, where he just fits and suits Spain, and he won them the Euros against England in 2024. Um, and imagine if Spain could win the World Cup. And Spain, people been saying, oh, Spain has been slow and sluggish in this tournament, but for me, I think you shouldn't count out the Spain side because I think they know how to play their way and it just suits them the most, and they could get the best out of their players. Even though Yamal has been perfect, they could still get the best out of like a Yarzabal, who's a decent player. Real Sociedad, but the way he's been consistent in this tournament should be credited. Um, their midfield wise as well is really strong, like Fabian Ruiz, Rodri. Pedri hasn't really been good, but the other two though has been really good. Cucurella has really been good. Poro been decent. Defensively, they've been very strong. Only conceded one goal in this tournament. And Pau Corbarsi is a really good young centre back, um, alongside Laporte. So Spain defensively, they're very solid. Which is different compared to Argentina, where Argentina you could get them defensively, and Yamal should take advantage of Tagliafico since he took advantage of against Lucas Digne. And both like Lucas Digne and Tagliafico were both good left backs in their career, but now they're older, so Yamal, took advantage of Digne. Most likely he should take advantage of going up against Tagliafico. It'll be interesting. If I think Bayano will start. I don't know if Williams I don't know. We'll see. I have to see about how Vienna on the left hand side will do anything up against, I believe, Molina against Argentina, and both play at Atletico Madrid. So we'll see how that matchup on the left hand side work out. Oyarzabal is kind of like a false nine. He isn't like a stagnant forward. He's not like gonna just stay in one spot. He's gonna move around and stuff like that. He's kind of like a Dembele, not as good as Dembele, obviously, but you know, similar player. Um, and then yeah, but the more important thing for Spain is their midfield and how they're gonna orchestrate and the whole game, like dominate the whole game and control the tempo and so on. That's what's gonna be the most important for Spain. And yeah. And Spain won the last time Spain and Argentina played against each other was back all the way back in 2018, and Spain won 6-1 against Argentina. So I don't think it'll happen again in this final. Um, but you never know. But I don't think it will happen though. That type of result. Um, it'd be crazy if it happened. But now for my Argentina monologue, my monologue is that Argentina is kind of like um you know like how do you explain it? Like Argentina is just a insane team in my opinion. Like not in terms of like talent, yes, they have really good players, not just Messi, but not compared to like I think overall Spain's a better overall team than Argentina, but Argentina fights. They have that passion, just like some like that like other South American teams, they have passion, and these players want to win the World Cup for Messi. Messi could do anything, you know. That's the Spain, Spain could maybe, you know, um, Spain really has to worry about Messi, really try to phase him out of the game. England kind of did that, but again, though, Messi finds his way and could do something special, and which he did, which was the cross to Lautaro Martinez against England. So even though you give a lot of attention to Messi as the opponent, he could still do something. I think Enzo Fernandez has been really good for Argentina. I think Paredes has been really good as well. Both of them have been good. McAllister could offer a threat as well. But he hasn't really been outshining at like Enzo Fernandez or Paredes in the midfield for them. Um, Defensively again they could be shaky, especially Tagliafico up against Yamal, where Tagliafico in his day at Ajax at Ajax he was a really good left back in his Ajax days, but now he's older and he might get exposed against Yamal. Um, Romero Martinez has been really good. So as a center back pairing, I mean, you could say Cabarsi and Laporte has been better since they conceded less. But as a partnership, Romero and Martinez does show up for Argentina. We'll see what happens on the right hand side with Molina and Baena. I believe Baena is starting as left winger for Spain, and Molina usually starts as right back for Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see what happens in that aspect. Uh, but let's say if Spain brings on like Nico Williams for Baena, then Molina might struggle a bit since Williams does well for Spain, and with his speed and dribbling, he could get past Molina. Um, so for me though, at least Argentina could also bring on Lautaro Martinez for Julian Alvarez. If Julian Alvarez isn't really good, having a really good game, then they could bring on Lautaro Martinez. So Martinez does show up. He showed up against England. Um, and he got to go against Switzerland. The last Copa America, he was really good. At least for Lautaro Martinez, he hasn't had a bad tournament. Hasn't had a bad World Cup compared to the 2022 World Cup, where 2022 was really bad. I don't think he was fit during that World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess you gotta give him a benefit of the doubt. But that Copa America, he's really good, and this World Cup so far he's delivered. So they could have Argentina could have him as an option, different to Alvarez if Alvarez doesn't work out in this game. But again, the main thing that Argentina has is Messi, really Messi, and Spain has to be on him. And if Spain takes the early lead, that would be perfect for them because they know how to keep the ball. And for Argentina, that's going to be a little tricky on how to come back. Since again, Spain could control the game as a team properly, and it isn't like England who do not know how to control a game, or Egypt who doesn't know how to maintain a 2-0 lead, or whatever. Spain knows how to maintain and control the game, maintain mid-session, because they all know how to. The one thing that they know how to do, those Spain players are to pass. They know how to pass. That's their skill, passing. So it'll be calm under pressure if Argentina does press them highly, but I think Argentina will give them respect in that sense, since Spain could, break apart their pressure. Um, you know, because they know how to play the ball properly. Um, you know, and Spain could just control the game how they controlled the game against France. And France, you could arguably say, is better than Argentina in terms of talent. So if they do take that early lead, obviously they're going to have to worry about Messi. And if they could try to phase out Messi out of the game, then you give them more of an opportunity of winning compared to Argentina. But again, though, Argentina will never give up. They will keep fighting. They want Messi to win this World Cup to play his teammates and stuff. So so they won't give up, and it's gonna add another interesting element instead of just possession based from Spain. Argentina will offer the passion and the hunger and the energy and so on. So this is gonna be a very close game in my opinion. I think it'll be goals, even though Spain's been strong defensively. I think Messi is just a great creator in terms of he could create chances for his teammate to go score as well, obviously. So I don't think Messi will still be quiet in this game. And and on social media, some post on from 2021 July of 2021, someone said like, "Oh, no, Argentina won 3-2 against Spain." I like the prediction. I like the scoreline of 3-2, but I'm going 3-2 Spain for this final. I think Spain, even though this short result doesn't show that Spain could have controlled the game perfectly, I do think Yamal could target older Tagliafico. I think or Yazbal has been really good in this World Cup. If Diana doesn't work out, they could bring on Williams when everyone's tired on the pitch, and Williams is a fast, direct winger and proper winger since Diana's like a number 10. The midfield wise, Fabian Ruiz and Roger could control the game. Cucurella could offer stuff on the left hand side, attacking wise. So I think Spain has more options than Argentina. And let's say if Messi somehow doesn't really have a good game in this final, and Spain could phase him out of the game, who else is going to show up for Argentina? Because Messi creates their chances. Like, even though Martinez scored against England, who created that chance? Messi. Who, and so on. So, and who does the crosses? Who does the corners? Even like Messi. Messi does everything for them, creates everything for them, scores for them. Even so, if Messi's not on it, if Spain could phase him out of the game, then yeah, but at the same time, the Argentina's getting 2 goals in my based on this prediction. So I guess Messi will do something. I do believe Messi will do something in Spain, but will it be enough when like um will it be enough since they need one extra goal to at least take it to extra time? No, I don't think so. I think it will be a very interesting game. Who I think will score first? I think it will be Spain who will score first, but I think some Messi will do something and open the game up. And yeah, um, trying to think what else I want to say about this game. And pretty much think I already did all what I think I pretty much covered all the bases for this game, all the points I want to make. Hopefully, it ends in a good game, ends in a good result, just like the last World Cup final. Um, but yeah, I think Spain will have a little too much. I think Spain is more of a team than Argentina, in my honest opinion. In my honest opinion, I think Argentina is more of an individual. Not individual, since there's only one individual, which is obviously Messi. So that's why I'm going based off this prediction, where I think the team aspect will take over the individual aspect, even though that individual is a special individual. So yeah, I think it will overcome. But again, it could be the other way around. Who knows? So, but if I'm just going, I'm just like planning it, like thinking it over it. If I just have to think over it and think about the matchups, like Yamal versus Tagliafico, I think Yamal would enjoy that and stuff like that. So, and plus that midfield Spain's midfield is way better than Argentina's midfield, where Fabian Ruiz, Rodri is way better than McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, Paredes. Like, so I think, um, yeah, I think I think Spain will have that team aspect and team quality over, again, the individual quality. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you liked this video. Subscribe to this channel. Leave a comment down below about your thoughts of this final, and hopefully everyone has enjoyed this World Cup. And wait for my reaction to this final after the game for a video, and my tier list video of ranking every single country and possibly every single game. I haven't thought about that yet, if I wanted to do that type of video, but definitely ranking every single country and grading them. And yeah, again, hopefully you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Thank you.